Ann and I last night.
Almighty morning. Sorry, we're working on things.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the spiritual show that flows. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna put that down. Whatever.
And I just put in healing and or evolving. I put the and or for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, happy Tuesday. Welcome to the spiritual show that flows with Claudene and Julie. And we are here to help get you guys elevated, to get you guys some downloads, to plant some seeds. And that is what we are here for. We do a lot of Q&As on our Tuesday morning show. And we just do Q&As on everything, pretty much, on anything and everything that has to do with health and wellness. That's pretty much what we do, cover a lot of that. And we do cover a lot of things that are going on in our country and in other countries too. We do report some news here. I think it's very important to get news from people who are in that neighborhood, in that hood, and getting the information straight from someone who lives in that neighborhood. So we just do a lot of different stuff here, but mainly Q&As. So how are you guys doing out there today? It's been a week with the blood moon and the lunar eclipse that we just had, and then
And the full moon.
and the full moon, the blood moon, and then we've got we were blessed and being graced with the equinox, and then I do believe that isn't it some kind of new year or something like that that's happening?
Astrological year starts.
Yeah, I don't know what is it, the Chinese New Year or something like that. I know there's some kind of a new year that was celebrated this time of year, and yeah, so there's a lot of energies going on, and I'm watching them, I'm seeing them. My days are full with drama, not my drama, but other people's drama.
Am I the drama?
Yep. That just people are just kind of losing it, and things are happening to them. I have to say, a lot of karmic stuff is happening to some of these people. So, and these are my clients. I'm talking about my clients. That's that's where I get my information from. So again, for those who don't know who I am Claudene, and I am the creator of Elevated by Claudene. And what I do is I help people transfer off of pharmaceuticals, street drugs, and alcohol onto plant-based medicine. I am a dosing specialist. But what I do is I help people heal themselves, truly heal themselves by facing their traumas. So as we face their traumas one by one, physical and non-physical, they begin to purge against energy, and then they start to heal on a way that they've never healed before as a human. So that is who I am.
Yes, and it looks like we might be having difficulties with, YouTube again. I will pull up my YouTube so that I can keep track of what's going on while I contact my dear friends at Stream and tell them to fix it.
Okay, she'll do that, and then when I said I work with plants, I also work with mushrooms. Mushrooms are my favorite. I am known in my community for being the mushroom lady. That's what I hear all the time. It's another label that was given to me, and it's just
it's an endearment.
I know it's fine. I'm always getting new labels every day, so it's just what is. It's how the humans are. So I do write for a magazine, you guys, and then on top of it, I write for this magazine every month. Okay. And the articles I've written so far is The Fascinating World of Cordyceps. Shiitake mushrooms, the savory superfoods you need in your life. Chaga mushroom tea, the rock that keeps on giving. Lion's mane, a natural ally for brain health. And then why everyone should dive into the world of edible and medicinal mushrooms. And then my 6th article is being published right now, and that one is on black fungus.
Mhm.
Yeah, so anyone who comes into my facility or whatever, they have things to read. It's a great little magazine. There's a lot of really great information in there about what is going on in my community. I think it's very important to be part of your community. I am here for my community first. Go, go, bye bye. Sorry, guys. Okay. I own a facility in a shopping center, and we have a lot of homeless people on drugs around here. I know that everyone is seeing this right now, so yeah, I'm not going to deal with these people. Sorry about that, you guys, but if you be nice to them, they're all going to come. It's like feeding the birds. So,
And you're 2 doors down from a bar. So.
yeah. So, anyways, I'm sorry. I just got to get real firm with them. Got to muscle up. Anyways, we're doing a show. We don't need to be interrupted by this kind of nonsense. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, so I'm all about the community, being here for my community, and that is just where my focus is. I do help people out all over the world, all over the United States too. Thank God for those clients, because those are the ones that are really repeat clients. So, but again, my facility is here in my neighborhood, and I love my community. I have deep, 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 deep roots here. Been here 32 years in my hood. So I know everybody, and I've helped everybody as much as I can. So, yep. So
And those who want help too.
and those who want help. So, maybe you guys can take, a play out of my playbook and start volunteering in your community, find out what's going on. And if you do that already, please let us know, and let us know what you're seeing, and the good and the bad and the truth. Send us a video. I got a video today sent by one of my clients, and I want to show it to you guys. It doesn't show his face or anything, so because I really didn't get his permission, but I don't think he'll care because it doesn't show his face. But let me show this video, and I just think it's really great information. This is what he sends me.
This is how they get us in America. You think you buy something thinking it got no sugars in it, and look at that there. Total sugar is 2 grams plus 1 gram added. That's how they're poisoning us in America. You think it got no GMOs in it, but kind of found out you never know, it might have GMOs in this.
That's real time, real information.
Yeah. And Pamela asked what your website was, so I put that up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's just elevatedbyclaudene.com. Super simple. So yeah, go to my website. I'm revamping that. I am doing a whole entire facelift, remakeover on my products and on my store. All kinds of stuff is happening because I have a storefront, you guys, and behind the storefront is my healing center. So I'm revamping all of that, and I'm really excited about it. So at this point of the game that I've been running my facility for 5 years, I know what you guys want and what you guys don't want, and what's working and what's not working. So that's why I'm going to get rid of some stuff.
And she's starting on her second 5 years, the next 5 years.
Yeah, going on my 6th year. I've been in business for a very long time, you guys. Prior to me getting my healing facility, I was teaching at a restaurant called Coco's on 99th Avenue and Bell in Sun City, Arizona. And I'd go there every Wednesday, and I would teach about how to talk to your children about cannabis, how can cannabis heal you. I would have all these teaching classes every week, and then people would come and buy my products from there. So, and that's how I landed my own facility. I mean, it's what I manifested, and it's what my community manifested for me too. So, okay, so what should we talk about first?
Well, I know there was a big question, and we made the announcement that we were going to talk about liver.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah, we got 2 hours.
And we're talking about healing and evolving. So when it comes to liver, where do you want to? Healing is first, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm just reading the comments. Okay, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Hi, Kevin.
Oh yeah, your cousin. That's so cute. Oh, yeah, Pamela. Scottsdale's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in Glendale, North Glendale.
Yep.
Um,
Right on the corner.
yeah, I like Scottsdale. In fact, when I had my stuff inside the dispensaries, in the CBD dispensaries, I made most of my money at Scottsdale. Scottsdale loves natural medicines for sure, and they can afford them. Okay, so we want to talk about the liver. Let me get all my information. Okay, when it comes to the liver, you guys, okay, the way that I believe that spirituality, for me, I'm talking for me, okay? I do not teach on modern spirituality unless I will compare the difference between what I believe and what modern day spirituality is teaching you guys or what you guys are practicing, okay? I believe spirituality comes from taking care of this vessel, taking care of yourself. To evolve and to rise in awareness, it starts with the human vessel. Period. And that's work. It's work, it's discipline, it's trial and error. What works for you doesn't mean it's going to work for your buddy over here.
Right.
Doesn't work that way. She's got a whole different makeup than I do. She has lived a whole different life here on this planet than I have. So that feeds her energy field, her cells, her fascia, all of it differently. You know, I don't know what kind of food she was on. Okay, guys, I'm looking for my notes because I don't want to forget anything. So when you're cleaning the liver is going to be the first thing that I feel that should be worked on when you're going on this detox. Okay, when you're decided you've had enough with the shit food, enough with feeling like shit. So the liver's the first thing you want to detox. And then everything kind of follows, you guys, okay? And I speak from pure experience. I have all kinds of stuff for you guys today. Really gross stuff, true stuff. I have given birth to several major parasites out of my body. Julie has seen one of them, the recent one that I just gave birth to, like maybe, what was that, about 6 weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago? It was just recently, not that long ago. It was this year. It was a big 3-inch long fluke parasite and about an inch wide. And I can show it to you guys if you guys want to see it. I'm very proud of this stuff.
Getting rid of it. You're proud of getting rid of it.
Yes, I am. And it's a lot of work. And prior to that, I've given birth to other parasites, you guys, from my nose and my booty and through my urine, all kinds of ways that these you have a hole, it will come out of there. Sometimes they have surgery. Like there was just a surgery performed on a lady that I saw a video on where they drilled a hole in her head thinking she was going to have brain surgery, and they pulled out a great big worm.
They thought it was a tumor.
Mm-hmm,
They thought
you saw that video too? Did I send that to you?
Yeah, I don't know if you did, but it just came across.
I probably sent it to you.
Probably
I sent it to Ann too, and I totally forgot all about it.
Yep. Yeah, it was something just to know that they're finally acknowledging that there's things living inside of our body besides our organs. Anyway.
We're filled with them. We are filled with parasites. And then you may be wondering, well, gosh, she lives such a clean life and she does this and she's been doing it for so many years. How come she's got parasites? Well, the heavy metals are real, you guys. The heavy metals are the things that I combat and I battle the most because they're in our air. I breathe. If you breathe, you're receiving them. So it's just the way it is. And then they're all over our food. They're in our pesticides. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. I know I may sound like a broken record to a lot of you guys, but, you know, I do repeat the same thing over and over because we do have new listeners. And then for those who have heard it, every time you hear me say it, it may trigger something else inside of you or give you or plant a seed. All right. So when it comes to the liver, you guys, that is the seat of your anger. Okay. It's where anger is stored and processed.
And one thing about the liver, and I know we've talked about not labeling things, but an alcoholic drinks, sometimes they are labeled an angry drunk.
I like that
It's
connection.
sitting in the liver.
Yes, everything that every frustration, every anger feeling you've had is stored in the liver. Okay, and then if the energy is stagnant, it can manifest into irritability, impatience, and frustration.
Exactly.
We're not very nice to our liver. Our poor liver has been through a lot of abuse, you guys. A lot of abuse. Think about it. Every time you get angry during the day, every time you get triggered,
Right.
It's your liver that takes the brunt of it. So be nice to your liver. Tell your liver you love your liver. And let's get the flukes out of there. That is the number one parasite that needs to go. In my books. Like I said, once that one goes, the rest of them will follow. And trust me, there's a whole lot of different types of parasites out there that we are filled with. And maybe each week as we go along, that's what I'll do. I'll just talk on every one of them. And then when we get, to the last parasite, we'll restart again with the liver. We'll just keep doing this and keep doing this because this is a cycle that this doesn't happen overnight. This is nothing that can happen overnight, you guys. It takes a long time. It took me 5 years to get out the host. It's what I call the host fluke, the one that was living off my body, breathing off my body, and creating more flukes for me. So it was the mothership. It is the flow of your life force, you guys. The liver is. It governs the flow, the smooth and the flow of your energy. The energy inside of your body, the energy that you emanate outside of your body. If it's blocked, it can cause emotional and physical imbalance. Where a healthy one promotes harmony and vitality and energy, you guys. It's true. It is facts. I've never felt so much better in my life since I've given birth to that huge fluke. I'm only like 6 or 7 weeks into this, and it just seems like every week it's getting better and better and better with the way that I feel.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
But you've given birth to others since then as well.
Oh yeah.
Smaller ones, but
yeah. And Candida is coming out of me like crazy. It's another one. Another parasite. That's the biggest one that we will battle with. But like I said, get the fluke out. You will just start to feel so much better. It's amazing. It is just amazing. Okay, so I did some research on this, and they said it's also connected to past life karma. Maybe it's a perspective. If it resonates with you, take it. I don't know. I don't know about that one, you guys. So, but it does help. It does help when it's cleaned out. And I know this one for a fact. It helps your intuition. It's a level up. You level up so much. And you're able to see life so much more clear. So much more clear. It really is. It's just like, it feels like it was like a fog. Like you get this fog, like you're inside of a shower, and you know how it's all foggy when you come out of the shower. It's like all the fog just went away. It's gone. So there's a lot of good things that comes with cleaning out your liver. And start with being kind to it. Start by saying, "I'm sorry, liver." Start talking to it because it can only hear you. It can't hear me. It can't hear anybody else. So start talking to the liver and telling it that you love it. You're sorry for all the abuse. It's a super easy thing to do. Then you want to, the best thing and just really fast track this and get them all out of you probably within the first year, maybe the first 2 years, is to fast.
Not for 2 years. No.
No. But you want to start to learn how to fast. fasting. I mean, that's a whole show in itself too. So you want to fast, and you may have to fast for 48 hours. You may be a person who only has to fast for 8 hours. I don't know. We're all so different. And as you go through this journey, in the beginning, I only had to fast 6 hours, 6, 8, 10 hours a day. And I was giving birth to everything, the gallstones, the kidney stones, all of that stuff came out first. Then I was able to get rid of fatty liver. That's another one that we battle with for a long time too, you guys, between the flukes and the fatty liver. Okay. So fasting is key, and you can gradually work up to it. For me to get any kind of real result, I have to fast for at least maybe 24 to 48 hours. So it's switched for me from being able to, having a short fast to now I have to have really long fasts, which probably is, to me, I think that's a good thing.
And I have a feeling it was after you gave birth to it that you're more doing the 48. Right?
Yeah, I moved into a longer fast for me to get anything, which probably means because there's really not that much left in there, except for what is being put on me on the daily. Yep. I bet you if I let it accumulate and accumulate and accumulate, I'd be able to go back to just having to fast for 12, 14 hours. But I'm not doing that.
I was going to say, you've just cleansed your body. Why would you want to go back?
No, but if I wanted to experiment with this, I could do that. Because I'll tell you what, the minute you get rid of these parasites, and then you allow yourself to put something in your mouth that causes an environment for them to latch onto or grow, they're going to wake right up.
Right.
Like they just live. I feel at this point, all I could do is just make them live dormant. Make them dormant. That's all I know at this rate, and get rid of what I can. I always tell people this, my clients this. There's a real war going on. A real war, not only outside of your physical, but inside of your body. You have a real war going on, you guys. And when you start cleaning up yourself, and you really want to get your vessel to its very best potential, you'll realize that. And these parasites are way smarter than you. They're way smarter than us. They are. They have an intelligence that just doesn't stop. They can adapt to like almost any environment in your body. So it's pretty crazy. Okay, so learn how to fast. That will speed up the process a lot. And then while you're fasting, you'll be taking certain supplements. I have some, and then I also have some that you can make yourself. So I don't know what your guys' budget is, but I try to help people with all different types of budgets, okay? Now, the one thing that I really enjoy, and Julie has gotten really good at doing this, and she talks about it, and I love it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was going to say that already, but I
got you, girl.
I looked around, going, "Where is it? You brought it out here."
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so apple cider vinegar, and not Bragg's. Don't get Bragg's, you guys. Bragg's is owned by Bill Gates, and you guys, I'm so bad with Hollywood and singers, and Taylor Swift, I believe it. No, it
would have been somebody older.
Katy Perry, something like that, you guys. Okay, is now owns Bragg's. Okay, so this one is, who is this? Oh, White House. Organic, and you want to make sure it has the mother.
Yes, very important.
Very important. So apple cider vinegar, just I get 16 ounces of water. I'll tell you how I do it, and then she can tell you how she does it. I get 16 ounces of water. I do make it ice water, and then I just put, I eyeballed 2 tablespoons. I don't really measure it out, but you can if you want to. Measure out at least 2 tablespoons. That's my recipe. What's yours?
I do 12 to 16 ounces of water and the 2 tablespoons. But I make sure I've had food ahead of time because you'll feel the apple cider vinegar go through your body. And the first couple times I actually felt it in my eyes because my eyes
Oh, I
need
love
healing.
that. I
And
love that.
Yeah, and my right eye was more clouded and heavier than the left eye, and I could feel it immediately working.
That's a
So-
good thing when that happens, you guys. You can feel it. This is a very, take this as a very serious ritual. Like this is, you're really honoring yourself. You're really honoring your body. You're really apologizing to your liver. You're being very sincere, because remember, it knows your heart. Your higher self, your angels, it knows your heart. Okay. You can't hide that. Okay. So yeah, make it a very, very beautiful moment for yourself. And the reason why you want mother is because it's a beneficial bacteria of the enzymes, you guys. Okay, enzymes is another whole nother topic. Okay, and that's what happens when you start to get your liver right, in your kidneys, and your gallbladder, your small intestine, your big intestine. Your enzymes start to work properly. Your enzymes are what breaks down all your food in your ileum, in your small intestine. That's where your enzymes are, and it disperses your food into your body the way that you need it to. Okay, if you need the enzymes make vitamins for your body, they make minerals, it processes to go where it needs to go so that your body is absorbing and releasing the nutrients the way that it needs to. Okay, my enzyme ileum, that got infected. Okay, so that was a whole nother journey for me. So I'm very much on it. So anyways, so and it is when it fermentation, the apple ciders, the cider they put in it, the apples that they put inside the vinegar, as they they do fermentation, it makes a natural probiotic. Okay, so and you can never get enough probiotics, and you want natural probiotics, live probiotics, you guys. The more you put those in your body, the faster you're going to start getting this stuff out. All right. I don't agree with her saying she eats before she drinks it, but if that's what makes her comfortable, that's
Yes.
fine.
Now, at first, I did it first thing in the morning. I even did it before I left from home to drive all this way. That was the last time I did it first thing in the morning when I have to drive, because you do eliminate a lot of things because it's cleaning out your body. And I did it early in the morning before I ate for probably a month. And then I could feel the parasites in there and they were fighting. So, yeah, and it just hurt. Like you said, you get nauseous, you can feel things when they're dying off. So, I knew things were happening. So, it was so much easier to have something in my stomach.
Okay.
But not everybody. Yeah.
They're dying. Okay. When you're nauseous, you guys, in the beginning, you're going to be very nauseous. You're going to be so nauseous all the time. It's part of it, but it comes and it goes. It's okay. You can deal with it. I was still able to show up. Maybe you won't be able to show up. It's fine. Just do what you need to do for yourself, you guys, because we're all different. Okay. And then you can work yourself up to being able to deal with it, kind of like morning sickness, I guess you can say.
Well, and it's sort of like you're fasting. You could do short ones and now you have to do long ones. So it's the same thing, whatever. And hopefully, once I get most of this stuff out of most of the parasites out of my body, then I can go back to doing it first thing in the morning, because I did like that.
Yes. I think that it should be done while you're on your fast. So you can feel that burning. You can feel where the parasites are, where it's affecting, because that's important to know. Like, oh, dang, I do have them in my brain. I do have them in my ears, because that Chinese medicine, you guys, fascia, all that, your liver, your kidney, and your gallbladder is all on, I believe it's your left side, around your ear, down your neck. All of that is connected to your toes, down to your second toe, back up again. Got your gallbladder. and then comes back up. It's really connected. Okay, and you'll feel that. You will feel it once you take it. I believe you should do it while you're on your fast. You don't have to do it first thing in the morning because that's kind of not appealing. It's kind of could just not make you feel very well. But at least after a couple hours after you waking up, drink at least, I would say whatever you can do. The 2 tablespoons of vinegar in 16 ounces of water, 10 ounces of water, whatever you can handle. Okay. For me, 16 ounces is just perfect for me with some ice and I gulp it down. I crave this stuff. So I can make it look easy. Trust me.
I can down it pretty easy too. So
it's
really good.
I crave that stuff, that fermentation. I love sauerkraut, all that stuff. So, okay. So that is one thing you can do, you guys, and that is pretty inexpensive and pretty simple. And make sure you have clean water with it too. Do not be drinking your faucet water. I mean, I don't know where you live, but if you have well water or spring water, don't listen to that then. But if you live in a city like I do, the 4th largest city in America, and you have tainted water like I do, don't drink it. Go to your water well store and get fresh water.
Yeah. Oh, look who's here.
Oh, hello, Nova. Yay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been looking at at everything. So I'm Am I on?
Okay. Nova is here. We'll get to Nova. Most of you guys know who Nova is. As you can see, she's doing much better. She couldn't make it last week. She was having a rough week, so it's okay. Okay, so that is something super simple you can do. That starts to move things around. And then you want to get really deep and you want to get in there. You want to start pushing those toxins out, the old bowel movement. You have bowel inside your small and large intestine stuck up in the walls and your bioducts, you guys. This stuff is what I call plaque. It's a pus. It turns into a pus, into a plaque, and it's just stuck up in there. Once that plaque, that pus, whatever you want to call it, seeps into your bioducts and out of your bioducts, that's what causes disease. That's where the disease comes from. Disease always starts in the colon and then is released out. Those toxins are, which change your red and your white blood cells, and then it goes to wherever that environment is, or wherever you manifested, or whatever ancestral disease you choose to pick up, it will go there. For example, if your mom had lung cancer and you smoke, it's going to probably go straight to your lungs and put a parasite there, and then now you got lung cancer or some kind of disease that you can't breathe, whatever, asthma, whatever. And that's where diseases come from. Okay? We're not supposed to have diseases, by the way, you guys. Okay? The humans were never designed to create diseases like we have now. We have more diseases now than we had 30 years ago.
No, they keep adding more to it.
More and more and more and more. So that should say something. Okay. So what I do is these are my secret blends. This is what I use pretty faithfully on top of the vinegar water. And I do drink 2 16-ounce glasses a day, you guys. I try to. Again, I crave water. I live in Arizona. It's very hot. It's not a problem with me. All right. So when I wake up and I get moving around, I take malic acid. These are my personal capsules. I make this for myself. I do not have these. I do not sell these. I can if you guys want to, but I just get myself some really good natural malic acid, and I make capsules, big capsules. I try to take anywhere from 2 to 4 a day. It just depends. I read my body. I listen to what my body wants. And I take my malic acid when I take my vinegar water. Okay. Malic acid is naturally made in the body, and it comes on. I do have some information. Okay, so malic acid also comes in where? Okay, I know apples, cherries, grapes, and a lot of citric fruits. Citrus fruits, you guys. Malic acid is a natural compound that is made for us and inside of us. And I just don't think we make enough of it, especially when we start to damage it and it gets shut down. And malic acid is also in apple cider vinegar too, you guys.
Mhm.
It's inside the mother. So
Most apples do have malic acid.
they do. Because I crave it, you guys. I cannot eat a bag of apples a day.
Right.
That's a lot of
time for
natural
it,
sugar. Yeah, that's just too much natural sugar.
Sugar. Yeah.
I love sugar, natural sugar. It's fine. The body knows what to do with it. And if you go off sugar, you guys, while you're doing this, it's going to even work faster. You're going to even get more results even quicker, you guys. Okay, get off the sugar. I didn't learn that one for quite some time. I've only been sugar free for 15 months. So I just picked this up about a little bit over a year ago, realizing, oh my gosh, get the sugar out, bam, boom, and I minimize my natural sugar when I'm going on a cleanse like this. Okay. And I do this every month, at least for a couple of days. Okay. We should be doing it every 3 months. Okay. We'll get into that later. All right. So we got the malic acid with the vinegar water, and that will start to really move things, you guys. Okay. And the one thing about malic acid is it also feeds your cells within the cell, your mitochondria, I believe it is. Okay. It feeds the cells. It gives it energy. It gives it oxygen. Let me see. I wrote something really good on here about it. And it supports oral health. Malic acid does.
Okay.
Anything that supports oral health, because man, we've got parasite. I mean, that you guys know how we get plaque on our teeth right away. All the stuff that goes on in our mouth because of all the moisture. So that's a really good thing. I think that's great, and it balances out pH levels. Remember, cancer cannot live in an alkaline environment. So that malic acid is great. The way that it just rejuvenates your cells. And that is what it is. We do rejuvenate. So it's like a steroid for the cells. Okay. And you can feel this working. It's the same thing as the vinegar, because what she was feeling going through her body was that malic acid, most likely. And I can tell you another thing. So I have clients that are naturopathic doctors. There's a couple of them that I've teamed up in the past, about 5 of them. And I called one of them to find out, hey, I'm craving this. Is this like, am I overdoing it? Am I harming my body by having too much? And they said, absolutely not. You can never get enough of malic acid. So just an FYI, you guys, I'm in the safe zone, and I feel safe. I feel fine. Okay. So that is something that I do, and malic acid comes in all kinds of ways. You guys can do your research. Like I said, I just buy it all organically from a company that I've researched and that I've sent emails with to find out what their process is, and it's all comes from natural fruits and stuff. So I trust it. I order it, and I make my capsules. If you guys want me to start selling them, let me know. If you want to buy some, just email me. You guys contact me. Let me know. We can do whatever we want, right? We're writing the script here. Then it is so important, you guys, to get a tea or capsules. I do both. I do tea. Which one is this one? Okay. I do it in a tea, and I do it in capsules. What is in here is in the capsules, okay? I do both. I don't know. It depends on what mood I'm in. If I want some tea, if I want to go in through the liquid, or if I want capsules. If it's a cold, wintry day, I'm going to go for my tea because it just feels good to have something warm and having some herbs. If it's summer, I'm probably going to do the capsules. So in these capsules, and this is very crucial herbs right here, this really starts to get things moving on top of what we've already talked about, the apple cider vinegar, the malic acid, and the fasting. It's got dandelion leaf, milk thistle, artichoke, fennel seed, and ginger. You Google all those are going to be the 5 or 4 natural herbs that are going to pop up. Well, there should probably be about 10, but those are the ones that work. They kill it, they move it, and they're easy. They're easy on the stomach too. So I take anywhere from 2 to 6 a day on those. It just depends on where I'm at on this. And again, it's not harmful. And I try to fast. I fast as long as I can, as long as I need to. And then another thing is black seed. Black seed is my friend. You can't get enough black seed. They say black seed in Ayurvedic medicine, it cures all but death. King Tut actually supposedly came up with that. And I believe it's true. It's cured so much of my stuff that I was suffering from. And again, it's black seed oil. And I also do this too. And I do extractions and everything else. But this is an oil extraction I did. And this is my large pack. On my website or on my line back here, you're going to just see a small pack for $20. I do large packs for get 100 capsules for $50. But you got to call for that order because that's a special order. It's out. It's off of my basic line. So anything out of my basic line is a custom order. Okay, so that is what I do. Again, with the fasting. All right. And then when if I start to get hungry during the fast or when I break my fast, let's do it this way. Let's say it this way. I go to the probiotics, live probiotics. And I should have grabbed that. So, but this is in the refrigerator. So let me go grab them really quick, you guys. Okay. I'm going to go grab all the live probiotics.
Yeah. She has a lot of products here, and if you're looking for something special, give her a call. See what she can do for you, because she's always wanting to evolve and do a better job at providing everything anyone needs. So I know I've her on a couple things to do new and different. So hopefully she'll be able to do that for you as well. I know we're talking more about the liver today, and there's so much more to it. It has to do with chakras too. I always eat yogurt. Okay. For your probiotics. Now, does anybody add cacao to it? Because that is a probiotic and prebiotic. So that always helps. Oh, here we go.
Okay, I know. I was gonna do this standing up at my medicine making station, but I don't know. I should have probably done that. All right, I'm gonna try to make room here. Okay. Oh, we were talking about probiotics. Let's do that. Okay, so here, I do everything I can to get everything into glass, you guys. Okay, I'm all about the glass. Even my vinegar is in glass. Okay, glass is where it's at. It's going to be a lot better for you, and you're not going to be sucking down all of those plastics into your body, because that's another thing that is harming us, you guys, is the plastic. So this is my probiotic, and I love this stuff. I eat it like ice cream. And this is where I take the opportunity to, I put it in the bowl, and then I add all kinds of seasonings, you guys, especially clove, a lot of clove, turmeric, pepper, cardamom. Sometimes I'll put some sea salt in there. what else did I put in there? Anything and everything I can in my spice, whatever I feel like. But definitely always clove, turmeric, and pepper. It goes in there for sure because that also helps kill the parasites too. And it tastes good. And sometimes I'll put honey or maple brown sugar. I do whatever I want, whatever I'm feeling. Okay. So that's where the turmeric comes in and the cloves, you guys. What the cloves do, and I will be starting to, I'm going to go ahead and put some clove capsules on my line. The cloves kill the babies. Yep. That's what it does. And you'll feel it instantly. If you just go and swallow a bunch of cloves, whole cloves, or grind them, and you just swallow a whole bunch of it, you're instantly going to start getting super, super nauseous because they release a toxin when they're dying. And that is what makes you so sick. And that's why you get so nauseated. And so, yeah, it gets rid of the babies. It's really gross, isn't it? But anyways, that's what it does. So cloves are really important too, you guys. So you can, if you want to, you can just make your own clove powder or just take cloves whole, whatever, or chew on them all day. There's all kinds of ways that you guys can, figure out how to do this along with the vinegar water and fasting. Very inexpensive ways of starting to clean your body. And then kefir. You can't get any better probiotics and apple cider vinegar than what's here. This is the best. The only thing that sucks about this is that it's in plastic, but it is what it is. I'm going to learn how to make my own kefir, so I can do it in a glass. I was taught by a friend of mine, and I think I could do it. And I'm going to start attempting it. But I'm going to make mine out of goat's milk. That's how I'm going to make my kefir, and big goat's milk kefir. I can't stress enough, the probiotics is the key. And that's going to help keep you healthy too. And it's going to help get everything really balanced in there with the probiotics. And like I said, again, these are live ones. You can find this stuff here in Arizona. You can find it at the Asiana market over here where I'm at. You can find it at any Asian market, you guys, in Arizona. They carry these products. And so does Sprouts. Any natural health store will carry this stuff too. And yeah, it's pricey. So
what isn't pricey is this one. It's Bulgarian, right?
Yeah.
The Bulgarian yogurt is very good. It's different, but to me, it's a little thinner than most of the yogurts, but putting stuff in it is really good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I mix fruit with it, you guys. I do all kinds of stuff. I get really creative. This one I've got strawberries in this one. You can see where it's a little bit pink. Yep, see the lid? It's pink. I do blueberries. I do all kinds of stuff too, because, if you're craving the sweets and you have a sweet tooth, you say that's because you're activating the parasites. The parasites are like, feed me that trash. Feed me, feed me, feed me. So that's where the cravings come from. Cravings come from parasites. Parasites are demons in your body. Okay, and then my favorite. Everywhere I go, Claudene has a papaya. I have a papaya with me. This is papaya. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful, you guys? It's like the sun, huh? A sunset. I just love it. And the longer you have it, the older it gets, the better it tastes. Like it gets to the point where after you've had it for a couple of days, you can eat the skin. The skin the skin blends right in with the melon. The taste of a papaya is a taste, I would say, a mango and a cantaloupe mixed together. What's yours?
At least the ones I've had, when they get really ripe, it tastes to me like caramel and coffee. And I don't like the taste of coffee. No, it truly did. And that's what I told my granddaughter, and she's going, what? It tasted like caramel with a touch of coffee. And it was very good, very good. But
different perspectives.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's right.
Well,
it's all good.
You like lion's mane, and to me, it's very bitter.
So, right. Yeah. We have totally different palates. We really do.
Yeah.
So
she can handle spice. I can't.
Oh, yeah. Spicier the better. I put a lot of cayenne pepper in my yogurt. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I do all kinds of stuff. Okay, so anyways, okay, you see the seeds in there, you guys? That is where the magic is. There's a lot of magic in this, okay? Because the seeds have a magnetic energy to them. Literally, they do. And you want to, I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Let me demonstrate it, okay? Because it's just so easy. Okay, so do you guys, this is a lot. Okay, you guys see the seeds? There we go. I just made a mess over my computer, but it's okay. Those are the seeds. It's like caviar. And they've got a texture of little sliminess. It's not bad. Trust me, it's not bad. So I take this. I do this all day long. I'm pretty good at it.
She doesn't chew them. She swallows them.
You don't want to chew them. You do not want to chew them. You'll mess up that magnetic energy.
And it was weird because there's one article I read about them that says chew it up, and it's like, and then they said do something that afterwards to take away the bitterness, and it's like, well, why would you chew it up if it's going to be bitter when you can just swallow it?
They taste like, yeah, they taste like little peppers. They don't taste bad. Okay, better explanation I would say is they taste like little radishes. So they're not nasty. They're not terrible. They're slimy, so they go down really easy. And again, Google it. Do your research. The number one thing you're going to find out, probiotics and papaya seeds and papaya, to fill your body up with those, to really push out and kill these parasites. So what the papaya seeds do, when you do it whole, what I believe, because it's a magnetic energy that literally kills them, why do you want to disrupt that? Why do you want to chew on it? Why do you want to dehydrate it? To me, you take the whole thing and you just swallow them. They're really easy. And trust me, it's not easy for me to swallow things, you guys. I do have a gag reflex, but these are easy peasy. Easiest thing I've ever done. It's really easy for me, but I'm determined and I am disciplined. That's spirituality though. That's true spirituality for me. So yeah, and then I will cut this, in pieces, and then I just cut it up and I just eat it. I put it in my yogurt. I put them in bags. I take off with it. I just always have papaya on me all the time. And plus it's kind of sweet. Another fun thing you guys could do too, and this is a really good idea, okay, especially when you're getting started. Cut it like watermelon pieces if you want to, or a cantaloupe piece, whatever you want to do. Sprinkle a little bit of honey on it. Put some lime on it.
Or lemon.
And it really steps up the game. And the reason for that is because this is how I like to look at it, okay? I'm sure there's some scientific reason, but my reasoning is it's kind of, you're making a trap. You're trapping these little critters, okay? They think they're going to get some sugar. They see that honey coming. Oh, they're going to get some sugar. Ooh, she's feeding me. He's feeding me. Yeah, we're getting fed. And boom, they get the honey, and all of a sudden, here comes the seeds. Boom. It's like setting them up, a trap. And that's how I look at it. Because that's what it feels like in my body when I do it. It really does. And so that there's some more tips on how I do this. I don't always do it with honey too much anymore. I used to in the beginning. But I do like it drizzled with lime and lemon on it. Again, I'm a bitter person. I can eat vinegar chips all day versus eating cookies. Can I put this right here? Now let me look at my notes and make sure another important thing is massage, you guys. Massage where your liver is. Massage where your gallbladder is. Massage where your kidney is. Massage. You just can't do it enough. When you're just sitting there doing nothing, or you're working at your desk, massage it. Massage these areas. If you have like a one of those hard massagers, like a vibrator type thing. What are those pounders called? I have a name.
I have no idea.
Should I go get mine to show them, or?
Yeah, that's
okay. Let me go get mine.
Yeah, I'm not sure what those are called. Obviously, I don't use them.
Of some sort, but it's like a vibrator.
Yeah. I've heard of punch massage punch. So, but I don't know if that's what that is or not. And I did want to say the papaya and lemon can be combined in smoothies or drinks, offering a refreshing and nutritious beverage. The combination is a good source of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Papaya contains enzymes like papain, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, which can aid in digestion. So that's another thing that I'm doing every day is having papaya and a lemon, usually about a cup and a half of papaya and one full lemon. So let's see, I'm seeing it. If you're experiencing any digestive discomfort from this, consuming papaya and lemon together, consider avoiding the combination or reduce your intake.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. Someone must have used it and they didn't stick it back in its place. And I'm not going to go searching everywhere for it because God only knows where they put it. Okay. It's a gun. It's a massaging gun.
Okay.
I guess that's what you can call it. It's a big thing. And then I also have a wand, one that's a wand and it has a big ball at the end. Okay. I stick that into my belly button. Along with urine. That's a whole nother subject too. I practice urine therapy. It's called Shimbambu. Okay, we can talk about that another time. But anyways, that's what I do. And I massage. I'm always massaging my gut and my area. And I'm telling you, that's what really got these flukes out. That really got things moving. I massaged myself one time too hard, bruised myself up really bad. And then the next day, that's when that big one came out. Okay, so, and then dry brushing. Dry brushing is really good too, you guys. And that's also good for the lymphatic system. So if you guys dry brushing your belly, dry brushing your back, dry brushing. Another thing too is if you're itchy. If you go lay down and you're all itchy, those are parasites. You've activated them. So itchiness is parasites. Rashes is parasites. There was something else. Okay, so I'm done with all that. I can put that paperwork right there.
We're going to have to get another
bigger table. And there was another thing I need to tell you guys about doing liver detox, and I just totally lost it. That's why it's so important for me to write all this stuff down. But it'll come to me, and then we'll go back to it. But that is the life of cleaning out your liver. And that's how I did it. And that's how I recommend for people to do it. So if you guys want, I can take some of your questions. And I'm going to kind of read some stuff. Victor, like, make a simple breakfast in the morning. Yeah. Yes. Make sure that you stop eating in the evening. Okay? You're putting so much stress on your body when you eat and then go to bed. Yeah. Putting so much stress on your liver. Okay? That's where fat is formed. If you have extra belly fat around your belly, you have fatty liver. Straight up, you have fatty liver. You're overeating and over consuming what your liver can filter. It can only filter so much, and what it can't filter, it's going to spoo out. It just spits it out. And that's where fat comes from. So yeah, you have liver disease. It is called fatty liver. Look it up. That's pretty much, that comes from overeating. And then that's also feeding and then just think about how much nutrients and how much the parasites are taken from you. So if you're out there and you've been trying to lose weight and you've been exercising, eating right, no carbs, and you can't lose weight, that's why. While you're doing this kind of lifestyle and you're getting rid of the parasites, I highly suggest that you be on a high-fat diet. High fat. No sugars, and get off as many carbs as you can. Especially complex carbs, because carbs are yeast and starch. Starch and yeast, well, starch, not so much yeast, because yeast is good for the body, but the way unnatural starches, because all starch comes from yeast, will create a glycemic problem, will raise your glycemic and all of that. So that's another thing I suggest too. Get off of the best you can. Sometimes when you get off of carbs and you get off of sugar at the same time, it ends up making you having to binge. You'll be binging in a couple of days or whatever. And we don't want that. I don't want that for you, because now you take 3 steps back. So we want you to take 3 steps forward. So, and if you do, it's fine. Just remember, the next day is another day, and you can get back at it again, back up on the wheel again. So, are any questions coming in?
They're just talking back and forth, but one of the thing is on the up and up. Oh, she did say something about 14 days. Nova said something about 14 days. So I have to go back to that.
Okay.
Because I had pulled that up. 14 days, ladies. Very happy.
Okay, we'll get on to what's going on with Nova here. So, so there's my liver thing, you guys. There's my little educational, short, brief class on how to start cleaning out the liver and why it's so important. And if, like I said, I know I sound like a broken record. Yeah. That's what true spirituality is: taking care of your vessel and detoxing it, and starting with the liver. The liver is everything. It really is.
And speaking of that, and we've talked about starches and yeast and all that. Celiac disease also is associated with a higher risk of more serious liver condition.
Oh, celiac disease is nasty.
So those of you who are still doing gluten and possibly have been diagnosed with fatty liver or any liver problems whatsoever, you might want to think about a gluten-free diet.
Oh, yeah.
And we do gluten-free a lot around here.
That's all yeah, I do gluten-free.
And let's see, it says, serious liver conditions ranging from fatty liver disease to severe liver failure. In many cases, but not all, people with celiac have found it's possible to improve or even reverse these conditions by following the gluten-free diet.
Okay. Celiac disease. Let's talk about that, because that does come from the liver. It's part of the liver. It's a parasite. It's an autoimmune disease. That's what celiac is. Another new created disease. I've never heard of celiac disease when I was a kid or a young adult. No. It didn't exist. It's one of the new and improved diseases that we've got, but is categorized as a autoimmune disease. What does autoimmune mean to you? What is that exactly? It's a disease that is created from your environment. The air that we breathe, the food that we're eating.
Yeah. One of the things they're talking about, the celiac disease, and you, as you said, autoimmune.
It's okay.
Yeah, I can't speak it. Autoimmune liver disorders like hepatitis or cirrhosis. They're all together. I mean, they're the same. Cause on your liver. It's just that they all go together. And I'm sure that they all have the same or similar. What am I thinking of? Parasites. Yes. So that is just, I didn't realize that. And like you said, I didn't grow up with it.
These were things that you didn't hear about. But you heard about parasites. My grandma, my elders spoke about keeping the gut clean.
Yep.
All diseases come from the colon. Because my grandmother, if she was sent to the hospital back in her day, or she went into the doctor's office, the first thing they did was give her an enema. These were practices. These were normal medical practices in the Western practices in the Western field, Western medicine field, that was done not that long ago, you guys. Not really that long ago. 40, 45 years ago. So, but they don't do that anymore. In fact, go to your doctor and ask your doctor, What about fasting? Shouldn't we be fasting every 3 months? Every time there is an equinox or a solstice, you are recycling. We recycle in and out, in and out. We should be detoxing. These are orders that we should be getting from our doctors. But go to your American Western doctor and ask him about it. And he's going to go, oh, no, we don't do that here. That's in third world countries. Mm. Seriously. I've had doctors tell me that, more than one. And then some other herbs that do help. I did some side notes here just for you guys to know. Chicory root and peppermint is another one that is really good too. Okay, so, but I do those too. I do those too. I do a fennel seed tea. I do a lot of teas, you guys. I do all kinds of stuff that feeds my liver. But as she's talking about all these diseases and these autoimmune diseases, and she's coming up, she's going down the rabbit hole. Again, I'm going to go right back to what I said from the starting of when I started this live. It's all about the liver. Yep. It's all about the liver. You get that cleaned out first, and everything else will follow. Like, you just start connecting the dots,
And in your body, the liver is considered the general, as it gets everything moving. It keeps things balanced. It gets rid of toxins, all of that stuff. So it is the general. And if the general isn't working, the body isn't working.
Yeah. And again, Ayurvedic medicine and Chinese medicine, that is where I speak from. That is where I've learned from. Spiritually, that is where you store all your anger, your emotions, your frustration. And the gallbladder is the decision maker. Okay. So they each have a job to do. And when they're clogged up like that, and they're not if you're wondering why you feel like shit, there's your answer. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you guys have any questions about any of this, go ahead, interrupt, write it. We'll go back to the questions. Yep. Now I want to go back to Nova. Okay. Yep. This is what I do. I help people get better. Nova is one of my active current clients that I help. I just help her. I don't know what she calls me, but I'm being her teacher right now. And she is in a huge transformation right now. And she is doing amazing. And she comes on here every morning so that we could talk about her and get updated with her. She missed last week because she wasn't feeling well, which happens when you're on 14 pharmaceuticals and you're coming off of them. There's just days you can't get on live. Right. And it's okay. And we want her to be, take it slow and easy, because this isn't easy, you guys. She also has a heart monitor. She's got a pacemaker. She's got, I always botch this up, I know, Nova. And she's got a ring, a magnetic ring of some sort around one valve, and then another ring around another valve. Oh, wow. Yeah. So she's got a battle ahead of her. And she abused drugs for a very long time. So she knows all about being dope sick. So this is the stuff that I do. And we've got her now. She's 14 days off of Suboxone, you guys.
Wow. Good job. Thanks. Congratulations.
Snap. Yep. That is huge. And her discomfort is very, she'll tell you. She can start writing in here and start telling you, what the discomfort is. But what I can tell you, as she writes in here, what the discomforts and what her highs and lows are Subotex, Subotex, Suboxone, methadone. It's all kind of the same thing in a way. They kind of lack other kind of chemicals, but they do the same thing. Okay, they bind to the receptors in the brain like no other. They get into their bones, you guys, because it's into the bones, definitely in the bones, when the teeth start to get affected. When they're given this kind of medication from a rehab center or a recovery center or a detox center, and I am a master detoxer. I can detox anyone off of anything. That's what I'm doing with her right now. they put you on one of these synthetic opiates. And it's bad. It is bad, 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 bad. She is looking at having Alzheimer's, dementia, all kinds of crazy ass diseases down the line if she keeps going on this road. It is better and healthier for her to actually have that original thing, heroin, because that doesn't bind to the receptors like this synthetic stuff does. And it closes the receptors to her serotonin, to her dopamines, to her GABA receptors. A lot of damage. And this is a kicker. Those programs that she goes to, that she is sent to and she is told is going to help her and heal her, tells you this is a forever fix. You're on this medication for the rest of your life, honey. And there's no getting off of it. No getting off of it. We got Luke who went through this too.
Right.
And he went ahead and he's like me with the benzodiazepines. He just jumped off because he was desperate. And that's crazy. That is crazy. But sometimes you do what you got to do when you're desperate, right, Luke? Okay, so we bit the bullet. We didn't have we didn't have this knowledge or this wisdom when I was getting off of this stuff. And I also have a son who was shooting up heroin in his neck. Yes, he is clean. He's been clean for about 8 or 9 years. That's a whole nother story in itself. That is what got me started on this journey, you guys. Okay, because I found out there was no real help for these people. And the forever fix is synthetic opiates that binds to your body and shuts it down.
Yeah.
Slowly. And plus now they've got new customers forever.
Mm-hmm.
So they create the problem, they create the opiate epidemic,
Yep.
and then they have the solution. That's John Kapoor for you, you guys. That is the man who owns the fentanyl companies. John Kapoor. Gone after him. Sure have. I've had campaigns. Went right after his ass a few times. And he only got 2 years in prison. Not cool. He killed billions of people. Okay. Now, with that rant being over with and showing you guys my history on this. Okay, take it. What did she say?
I also take benzos, but I am not as physically dependent.
Okay. Taking the medicine was making me feel more withdrawing, feeling that.
Okay, I had that up there.
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
I
There you
didn't
go.
see that one. Okay, there we go. Let me read this real quick.
Sorry.
Okay. Yes. All right. Her withdrawals were very minimum because of using mushrooms. We've got her on mushrooms. I've got her on CBD. I've got her on THC. I have her on black seed capsule. Well, the black seed's inside of the anxiety tincture that she takes. And then I've got her, she's going to be starting the holy basil. Okay. So so when they're coming off of these kind of Suboxone, methadone, when they're coming off of, let's just call them synthetic opiates. Because this is for everything, all the different opiates they have, fentanyl, there's a lot of opiates. Okay, codeine, whatever. When they're coming off of this, it rises the anxiety, the fight and flight. It goes all out of whack, you guys. Now, I want you to imagine she has heart issues. So her fight and flight is just is controlled by this pacemaker she has and these rings and, these monitors, the modern day medicine, computer systems they have inside of her. So her fight and flight it's different. She really has to listen to her body. And then that's why the benzodiazepines come in. And I don't like benzodiazepines. Oh my gosh. I mean, they're like the next hell to Suboxone. That was what I had a dependency on, why my son was on heroin. Benzodiazepines, because I couldn't sleep. If you can't sleep, you have anxiety or you have an alcohol problem, they're going to prescribe you benzodiazepines. Benzodiazepines is it's another binder that just binds to your receptors. It actually binds to your GABA receptor and it starts to shut it down. Yeah. Her anxiety will become where it's uncomfortable, and she is a mom, so she has to show up. Oh, she doesn't have to, but she wants to. I know she does.
Yeah, there are some moms that don't. But
Yeah, no, Nova's been through it, you guys. She was a drug addict who lost her son, and she fought, and she got him back with full soul custody because she cleaned her act up. Well, she played by their game, is what she did, you guys, and that's how she got hooked on 14 pharmaceuticals. That is what the system does to you.
Yes.
That is our American system. So now she's coming out of it. She got custody of her son. It's been a year, and technically they're not meant to be mixed. Yeah, no, they say if you mix a benzodiazepine with alcohol, you can die. There's 2 detoxes that I do that a person can die. That when I see this demon and I see this what they're carrying, and I have to worry about the detox, I have to worry about them dying when they're on benzodiazepines or alcohol. Those are the 2 withdrawals that can kill a person because it's all wrapped in the brainstem and the respiratory area. It can make them keep them from breathing. Stop breathing. So what she's doing is pretty brave, but trusting the system so she can get her son back. This is what she's faced with, and this is what we do to our people. Well, this is what our government, Dark Dynasty, does in the medical field. So she is doing good. She is 14 days off of Suboxone. She is this week is going to try to not do as much benzos. I'm telling her, just nibble on them. Nibble. Do what you got to do, though, because I get it. You know, she just can't quit cold turkey because then her body will go into shock. She just can't do what Luke and I did. Luke and I were not as, I wasn't as, mine wasn't as serious as her. She's very serious with what she's got going on. And that's why I'm so happy that she's live. She's real time coming on here, sharing her story with you guys. Maybe you don't need it, but maybe you know somebody who does need this, and you can tell them, hey, go to this live, and they talk about all this stuff.
Can live you be careful.
Yeah.
Again, look at the side effects. Read the labels. Please read the labels.
Yes. And she's on a whole lot of mushrooms, a lot of different mushrooms. That is what's making it so comfortable for her to be able to get off of this Suboxone. When you get off the Suboxone, you got the she closed pathways in her brain to her serotonin, her dopamines, her GABAs, to all her happy hormones, to all the happy ones. She's closed those pathways. Once they're closed, they're closed. So now she has to begin to reopen them. Create new ones. Once they're, like I said, they're closed, but you can create new ones. And that is what she's doing. And again, I've been working with her on diet. I try to do that. With her, it's just kind of one thing at a time. I will be stressing all this stuff with cleaning her liver and everything else as soon as she starts getting more off of these pharmaceuticals and we get her to a certain level. But meanwhile, definitely get off the sugars, because she knows if she's on sugar, she's feeding everything that's bad inside of her body.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's really amazing because most people get off of opiates because it's so uncomfortable. I would probably say at least 85% of the people that I talk to and I ask them, why don't you get off of it? Why, they don't want to do it anymore. They're like, I don't want to be dope sick. I'd rather be dead. That was my son's excuse. The reason why he couldn't get off of it, because he was so scared of being dope sick. And I went out there searching for answers and I found them.
And I agree with you on that, Luke. Don't trade one addiction for another.
Yeah, Luke. Now that comes in with my counseling of what I call addict tendencies. I go over the tendency of an addict constantly. They have that, but this is also part of the healing. They've got to learn to have self-control while they're doing this. And the more they feel better, if they really want it, they're going to get it. And that's pretty much who comes to me. I'm their last resort. I'm the last stone, the last leaf that they can pull up. They realize there's no real help out there. And then they find me. Ask Nova. She's one of those people. Mm-hmm. And she really wants this for herself. So, and I've helped, I don't know. I have no idea. I want to say thousands, maybe. I don't know, but a lot. So there's that, the update on Nova. And
Were there any more questions about the liver before we go? Because it's the addictions, almost all of them do affect the liver quite tremendously.
yeah, addictive personality. There you go. You're putting a label on yourself.
Yeah. Do you want to put that label on yourself? I like to be, I am a creator. That's the kind of thing I like to do.
But it's also good
you
to
don't
be
have to,
aware that you have these traits.
Yep.
That you have these triggers. Because that's what I would call them. And tendencies. And you just have to really look at yourself. Take a good look at yourself. And choose to do better. And try to do better. All you can do is put your best effort forward and see what happens.
And as you were saying, it's all about healing and evolving. And what do you want for your body? Okay, your body's been a gift. It has been given to you. What are you going to do with it? Like people would my sister would get upset with me because I wasn't happy where my body was at the time. And it's like, it has nothing to do with the gift I was given. It has to do with the way I treated it. So it's the way you're treating your body. So to me, what do I want from my body? Do I want it to live another 60 years? I do. So I have to act like I wanted to live another 60 years and be very careful with it. I mean, it's strong. It is getting stronger every day, but getting rid of these parasites, taking care of the liver, taking care of the heart, taking care of every cell in my body.
Yes. Healing it's work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to be, human. The human flesh body does come from Mother Gaia, from Earth. We do come from Earth, for sure. And that has to do with the parasites. We are all one. When you look at it from this perspective, you guys, okay? We are made of more microbiome organisms, Mother Earth, fungus, than we are human cells. And so, yeah, that's how you come from Earth. You come from dust, you go back to dust, And we're just borrowing this meat suit right here. Yeah, it's just a gift. Like Julie said, it's a gift to have. And it's up to you how you treat it. And I believe that you are your own, you judge yourself. Mm-hmm. Nobody judges you. I don't believe the Creator judges you. You judge yourself. Yeah. And you can be your worst or best critic. So, and another thing I like to say, and I know I'm going to sound like a broken word here, but you don't have control of very much in your life. You really don't. You have control of nothing but what you put in your mouth and what comes out of your mouth. You have control of that. So do it. Just do it. And it's very powerful knowing that. There's power in that. It's the beginning of self-control. Okay, so the next thing that we were going to talk about, how much time do we have? Oh my God. Okay, well, gosh.
25 minutes.
Man, that took up almost an hour and a half of the time. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we're going to talk a little bit, I guess we can talk a little bit about healing and evolving. In modern day spirituality, I've heard a lot of teachers say, if you're healing, you can't be evolving. If you're evolving, you can't be healing. You can only do one at a time. You can't do both at the same time. Deep healing often requires stillness, reflection, and integration. While evolving tends to evolve movement, expansion, and transformation. The challenge is that healing asks us to slow down, feel, and process, while evolution propels us forward into new experiences. Those are the things that I wrote down.
Okay.
So, do you guys agree with this? I don't, but I get it. In the beginning, when you're all bogged down, okay, I'm using Nova as an example. At this point in her life, where she's at with her detox, she can't evolve and heal at the same time. She doesn't have those skills. She has not mastered it. She is healing or she is evolving. She is processing things one at a time. To get her detoxed enough, cleaned out enough, elevated enough to where she will be able to become a master of it. And yes, when you become a master of this, you can evolve and you can heal at the same time. Okay, so I put in here, my healing isn't just personal, it's part of my evolution and what I share with others.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, in a way, Nova's sharing this is an evolution for her as well.
And you can change those hats. Like, seriously, like it could be a half an hour. Oh, shoot, I'm healing for this half an hour. And boom, you're evolving the next half hour. The more you practice anything and the more you detox and the more you become a master of this type of practice, they'll go simultaneously. They'll intertwine, synergy together, and it creates a flow. And you're doing it at the same time, and it's wonderful. So that is just something I kind of wanted to touch on. I'm kind of that person who, when I hear something from modern day spirituality, I kind of want to put in my perspective and put it out there, you guys, what I call the live wire, because I don't want people to think that's the truth. That's your truth, because it's not with my experience and not with what the type of work I've done. So I guess you guys have any questions? We can do, the Q&A.
And the old saying, and I know I've looked it up where it comes from, but physician, heal thyself. And we've talked many times that your kitchen is your pharmacy.
Yes.
And it's all about what you put in your mouth. So you're the physician of your own body.
Yeah. One of our first videos, I believe, was second or third. We did a segment on let the kitchen be your hospital.
Yep, exactly. So create the hospital in your kitchen. You've heard a lot of things that you can keep around. The kefir.
Yeah, there's all, they say it all different ways. Yeah, it's got a couple different words.
Kefir. I like the Bulgarian yogurt much better than a lot of them, and I understand that Greek yogurt, they didn't like the texture of it. I understand Nova didn't like the texture of the Greek yogurt, and anything made in the United States, remember, they have a lot more toxins than the European Union allows. So please, when you're thinking about, you've got something side by side, made in the USA, imported from Bulgaria. The Bulgarian comes in glass jar, and the American comes in, the US made comes in plastic. Please choose the glass. Please choose the lesser of the two evils. There's no evils in yogurt, unless you get it in the plastic and they added sugar and all the mess. but please get what is going to be best for you, not just the cheapest. Now, I can say the White Mountain Bulgarian yogurt is not expensive with as much as you get in that jar.
Yeah, the most I've ever seen it is $12 at Sprouts, but
the smaller markets,
if you go to the smaller markets, it's $8 or $9.
Yeah.
And I'm ridiculous. I'll buy 3 or 4. I eat it. I'll go through a jar in one day, but this is what I crave.
Yeah.
Okay. I love cream. When I wake up, I want my creamy mushroom coffee. I love cream. That's my thing. So for those of you who don't like dairy products, and I know there's a lot of you guys, Nova's one, she doesn't like the texture of milk. This is common.
Mhm.
You know, I'm a mom of 5 children, so I understand.
with each one is different. Yes.
Yeah, and they all have different taste buds. And I had, you know, some children who did not like the texture of milk, and I had another one who couldn't get enough milk, dairy products. And so this is a very natural thing. If you don't like dairy products and you just can't do this and it's just disgusting to you, go ahead and go get yourself a really good live probiotic supplement. And I know they sell them out there. I know you can get them. I've tried those before. They work. I mean, I only tried them for like maybe a couple months, but they do work. And then there was something else that you said a few minutes ago, and I wanted to say something on it. And dang, what was that? What was that? You guys give me a second.
Physician heal thyself. No?
It'll come back. It always
Okay.
does. Always does. But yeah, I mean, you just got to figure out, you know, problem solve.
Mhm.
It's problem solving all the way. And you can become a master at problem solving. That's what Aunt Nova called me yesterday. She texted me or she called me. She's like, "You're like a master problem solver." And I am. I know I am. I believe that if you can't find a solution to the problem, then you got to get a little bit more creative.
Mhm, mhm. There's always a solution.
There's
when there-
always a solution.
And I've looked up what's a substitute for acetaminophen and a substitute for aspirin. Now, for those of you who don't realize this, acetaminophen hurts the liver. It gets processed through the liver. Well, I have had problems in the past with my kidneys, so I cannot take ibuprofen or aspirin or anything like that. So I've taken acetaminophen. I don't take much. I don't believe in taking it. But now I know that turmeric, ginger, and a bunch of other things are a substitute for acetaminophen. You don't need any kind of pharmaceuticals. You really don't.
There is a plant for every
Everything.
single element, disease that the human has created. There's a cure. The plants have it. Natural.
And for the parasites.
And for the fur babies. And for the fur babies. It goes on because I also dose fur babies. I love fur babies. They're my favorite. I just they're so much easier than humans. That's all I gotta say.
But
They
she's
trust
learning,
you and love you.
I was going to say she's learning a little bit more about cats right now.
Oh yeah, I learn every day. That I'm evolving.
Yep,
I'm
we
evolving. I'm healing every day. So I'm learning every day. That's what makes being a human so exciting and so much fun and not boring, because we learn every single day. It's great. Now she was talking about having some pain, and now there's plants out there for pain, natural ways instead of taking the Tylenol or taking the Advil, which is very harsh on your liver.
Yeah.
It is a liver killer. And yep, and ibuprofen thins out your blood. If you're on your period, that's the last thing you should be taking is ibuprofen. That's like the worst thing you'll be taking.
Yeah.
But what you can take is kratom. And kratom comes in 3 different colors. And I like this little illustration I have. Check that out.
Yeah, I do. I've
See the
seen.
way-
Yeah. Okay.
Here's a little illustration of what kratom does. So kratom comes in 3 different, for me, Okay, I know kratom is spread wide all over the valley here where I live. It's in every smoke shop, but no smoke shops know how to sell it. And you got all these different flavors and all these different names and da 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 and strains. They make it so complicated when it's super, super, super easy. Kratom comes in 3 different varieties: white, green, and red. White on this chart is for focus, energy, brain health, and if you have a headache, a mild pain, for like, you would take a white kratom. Okay. If you, whenever you would reach for the Tylenol or the ibuprofen, you would replace that with white kratom. White kratom has natural morphine that is a sister plant to the coffee plant. Okay. So this stuff is very powerful. And another thing about kratom is that it is dosed by the gram. So you have to go high just to get 3 hours relief. Totally different than a lot of the other pain relievers, you guys, that I deal with. So it could be a bad or a good thing. So having to take 6 or 9 capsules a day is pretty common. It's because it works by the gram. And then we've got green. Green is a great, is good for pain and mood, like PMS. Some people get pain and they get really, really moody. So do men. It happens.
Yes, they do.
It does. Yeah. And
you guys do. Don't say no.
And it's good for energy again because it is a sister plant to the coffee plant, but it has no caffeine in it. No caffeine in it at all. So it's really good for energy, activity. The white is good for concentration and focus. And then we've got the red. That one is great for relaxation and recovery, you guys. Okay. You take a red. I take red when that pain, like if I'm getting a tooth pulled or if I'm having surgery, I do red kratom. Some people have that kind of pain. If you're on pain, a lot of people who suffer from pain, like Nova does, may transfer onto kratom and use kratom for quite some time throughout her life. Because if you suffer from pain, you suffer from pain. Physical pain, if you've broken tons and tons of bones in your body, you have arthritis, there's a lot of reason why people will always suffer from pain. Some people are just filled and rebuilt with all kinds of metals and hardware, medical hardware inside of them.
And like you said, metals, lots of metals.
A lot of metals, which those people are gonna, if you've got anything inside of you that has a metal or what I call a foreign object, like Nova does, she's got a pacemaker. That's a foreign object in her body that's helping to keep her alive. Modern medicine is keeping her alive. This might be something she might have to transfer on for quite some time. I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but they're possibilities. But there's a plant for every single element that somebody is going through. And that's where I come into play. And I know a lot about botanicals. I work with probably about 100 botanicals, maybe 150 botanicals. I know hundreds of growers all over the valley, all over Arizona, all over the United States, and all over the world, where we do trade products and we do trade certain plants like black seed, holy basil, I get from Thailand. So, or I try to grow it myself, but I'm just not good with basil. I might get a good crop here or there, but I just can't keep it. So I have to find growers to help me keep up with the demand. Holy basil cures, and this is the thing that Nova's going to start using, cures panic attacks.
Oh.
It's, and these, I don't know why people don't study these, why scientists don't study real things. Then I work with a lot of fungus, a lot of mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I eat, breathe, sleep mushrooms. I actually have
surround ourselves with mushrooms.
With mushrooms, yeah. I have a Candida parasite cleanse that has mushrooms in it. I have a spores. I have a sunscreen that has mushroom spores that helps protect you from the UV. There's a lot. You come from mushrooms. You are mushrooms. So same with plants too. Plants, we're a lot like plants because we need sun and water to survive. Okay. But the difference between plants and mushrooms and us is that like mushrooms eat their nutrients. They eat it like we eat it. Plants absorb it. But we need sunshine and water just like they do. So, we're all one.
Mhm.
And this human comes from that kind of, from that. So, yeah, I mean, there's hope out there, you guys.
Yes.
There's real help out there and real hope.
And look at where you're getting the information. Because if it's big pharmacy, I went looking on things today. And one was a religious based, and then I got totally different information on more of a science base. And the science resonated with me more. So it is where you're getting it and what resonates with you. Please look at that, read all the labels, all the side effects, and whatever's going to be best for you. You make the decision.
Mhm.
You're the physician of your own body.
Mm-hmm. You are your own best medicine.
Yep. If a practicing physician tells you what's best for your body, please double check with yourself, trust your gut, know that you can make the decision a lot better than they will for your own body.
You know your own body, read your body. If you don't know your body, get to know your body.
Yes.
Become friends.
Yeah. And remember, your body does change. You're going through cycles all the time.
All the time we're cycling. That is a fact right there, you guys.
Yeah.
We have change of seasons for a reason. And we change and we rejuvenate. That is how the human is made up. And you go down the rabbit hole of all this and you start to become healthy and you start to read these labels and you start to see what's out there. And then you realize the war that is really going on the outside of you and on the inside of you. And that is, it's truth. It's just truth. And to me, that is the real deal when it comes to spirituality.
Yeah.
That's being spiritual.
Yep.
So just take it one day at a time, you guys. Take what we have to say. What resonates with you, and that is all you're expected to do, I feel. I mean, you get information all the time.
And anything that comes to you, any information you receive, please send it to us because we're learning constantly.
Oh, yeah, share. Do share.
Yeah.
Yeah, we learn from each other. We learn more from each other and communicating the way that we do and being in person than we do any other way.
Right.
It's the natural way. And that's who I am. I'm all natural. More natural than I am, the better I am, because I believe that the natural law is the natural law.
Right.
I don't really know what the natural laws are right now. We are learning these. It is new energy because whatever we were doing before, you guys, whatever we were doing before, quantum energy, all that stuff is old energy. It will not work for us anymore. It's all new and new laws. I believe that the 12 universal laws have probably changed too. I don't think those are going to benefit us. We cannot bring that old into the new. But whatever is new and whatever is natural, we're all learning together.
Yes.
Some of us may have a head start than others because we've been doing the work. Right. We've been doing this work. I've been doing this work for 15 years, you guys. So it's been able to put me at the master that I am right now and to do everything that I do. And I know I do something different. I don't have a business like no other. I know no one, No.
Mm-hmm.
No. And I guess, again, it started with my community. Being with my community and wanting to help my community because my community was just saturated with addiction. I've been saturated. I've been surrounded by so many addictive, horrible things that people were addicted to. And I love these people. These are people I love and I dearly love, especially my son.
Yeah.
So I had to find solutions to the problems. I'd be part of the solution.
Yeah.
Instead of being part of the problem. So I love that saying that they, that says that. What is that saying? It says be part of the solution, not the problem.
Yeah. Or be the change you want to see in the world too.
That's another one I love too. I always say that too. I love those affirmations.
Yep.
And put that into action. And so, yeah.
Yep.
There's our Tuesday live show.
Well, there's something happening this weekend or on Friday, isn't there?
Yes, this Friday I have my Mushroom Shroom Club for anybody who, the ABC Shroom Club, for anyone that is in the Valley. Come to the Shroom Club. We will be inoculating the substrate bags that we did last month, and we'll be making our own spore syringe or something. There's different ways that we could do it, and I'm not sure if my mycologist is going to be doing the syringe or the agar plates to teach the class how to inoculate those substrate bags so they can grow mushrooms. So, and then I will be serving Enoki mushrooms. I'm going to turn them into fried chicken. I'm going to make them into fried chicken. I'm going to fry them, and when you open them up, they're going to look like fried chicken. They don't really taste like fried chicken, really, but they have a really light flavor. Anyone who's ever had Enoki mushrooms, if you've gone to a top ramen noodle restaurant, they usually have them in there. Yeah, they're really good. They do taste a lot like noodles, though. So I'll be making those. And we're playing a game. We're going to play a really fun game. We always do that. So that will be this Friday at 6 o'clock. And that is $40 a person.
And you get your money's worth out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Trust
yeah,
me.
Yeah.
And then
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you guys for coming in. We do appreciate it. And please share. And when you re-watch it, you get more information because you didn't get it all the first time. You can't absorb everything all at once. And yes, just please keep helping us out too and giving us the information. I've got to put that up real quick because it's all about the love too.
Yes, and I will be messaging you, Victor, as soon as I get that Discord together. I am trying to work on that. I got to get these lives done. I do back-to-back lives, so now that I got the lives done, I can focus on my Mushroom Club and trying to get that Discord together. So,
wish you could come. Yes, I bet you do. It is a nice, laid back, for the most part, very laid back and very relaxing.
Yeah,
and you learn a lot.
Yeah, you do. It's growers. It's just and all kinds
yeah.
of growers from all that grow all kinds of different things, not just mushrooms. So it's just a like-minded thing. It is a lot of fun. It is. I do go live, Nova. So if you get the alert or whatever that I'm going live, you'll see me on there. And I just kind of do like a 20-minute live to see so people can see what's going on there.
And which platform do you use? You have
YouTube. Yeah, I'll use you because YouTube seems to. Half my clients do not do social media, but they do get on YouTube. So that's why I always go on YouTube. Everyone gets on YouTube, I think. Yeah. That's just such a universal one for everybody.
And it's YouTube University.
Yeah, that's what I call it. Yeah, YouTube University, Facebook University.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys again. I'll be traveling tomorrow afternoon. I will be on tomorrow morning with Bonnie and Ask the Angels. Well, she's going by Your Love Goddess, Bonnie. And tonight we do have the Psychic Squad. So I hope you guys come in. Nova, we'd love to see you on that. Even if it's just hanging out and learning a few things, because you've been through a lot, and we know you're a lot more spiritual than you feel. A lot of us are. And okay, so then there's Wednesday morning with Bonnie and myself, and Wednesday afternoon will be A5 Says and Sonoran Mystic Tarot around 6 p.m. ish. Thursday morning, Sonoran Mystic Tarot and Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot at around 11 a.m. ish Eastern Daylight Time. And then instead of myself being with Scott on Friday, Kirby will be there. And Kirby is the acupuncturist and very big on Chinese medicine. As Scott talks about, he'll be the pins and needles. side of the show. So he definitely brings a new perspective. So hopefully you'll see that. And then Saturday, Susan at 10 a.m. She'll be there early. She'll last 1 hour and she'll be gone. So please get in there quick. On Sunday morning, it is the Psychic Sunday with Bonnie and Jess. You didn't see Jess here today, but Bonnie and Jess, and that will be at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Around 3 p.m. ish, Mountain Standard Time. Hopefully, Miss A5 Says and Sherry Berry will be on. And then Monday will be tea time with Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot. And then we're going to be back. She'll be back. Well, no, we're going to take the week off.
Yeah,
that's
we'll be
right.
out.
I'm sorry.
We won't be
So
here
used
next
to-
Tuesday, you guys. We're we're going to take a week off. Anything for me to take time off is perfect. I love doing these lives. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I mean, I'm very busy, very busy. I work anywhere from 10 to 16-hour days. So for me to take a break, it'd be great. But we'll be back again the following Tuesday, and I don't know what we'll be talking about. I'm not there yet. If there's anything that you guys would like us to talk about, a part of the body, the gallbladder, you guys want to hit the kidneys next, you want to hit the lymphatic system, whatever it is. Send us a message. Let us know. And I will do a whole nother segment on that particular area of the body that you guys want to talk about. So, or anything spiritual, whatever.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming in. We really do appreciate you guys. Please like, share, follow, and chat. And please send us an email if you have any questions whatsoever. We really appreciate it.
Happy everything.
Thank you so much.